I don't know if you will find this topic interesting because I never actually ever spoke about these type of things. But I think that in today's world of such an immense pressure and expectations and struggles that everybody of us has, you might find this relatable. This is totally unscripted. It's just randomly a bunch of thoughts that came to my mind. I spoke 2 hours 40 minutes last night on the phone with my husband, sharing these type of thoughts because luckily I'm lucky enough to have this relationship with him that we can talk about anything and everything for hours, and we discuss so many different random subjects endlessly sometimes, poor him, but he's doing very well. And yeah, I never share those thoughts on my channel because I try to keep it a happy place and positive place. And you know, there's enough problems already out there for people to go and look at these type of things online as well. But you know, nowadays, social media especially gives us very distorted vision of what life is, and everybody is looking at everybody else's life, thinking it's perfect when it's not. Everybody goes through daily struggle. Everybody has bigger or smaller problems at some point of their life, and life is not a bed of roses or a walk in the park. I am in extreme happy and fortunate position right now that my life right now it's all I wanted to be, all I was aiming for in the last couple of years. I'm in a happy place, calm place and peaceful place, mentally, physically, emotionally, financially, everything. As you might know, I just got married and I'm starting a new chapter of my life, and in general I think I handle hardships and problems quite well. I am known amongst my friends and family as a very strong person with a strong character, and I deal with problems. I have a very strong mentality and mental sanity, and I'm emotionally, I think, capable of dealing with things very well. And that also makes lots of people coming to me for either advice or support, and that's why this is the reason why I want to talk about this subject, because I have been observing in the last couple of months some issues and problems and struggles with my closest friends or distant family, and I think it affects in this way or another all of us. We all go through that, whether it's ourselves or our close ones. At some point we will come across people suffering, people not being able to deal with their lives, people not being able to cope with problems, although it might seem as like a small problem or not a problem at all for you. For other people it might be a life-ruining situation. I think amongst of so many different factors, because everybody's case is different, of course, and the reasons for certain approach or problems may come from different sources, but I think majority of it is today's pressure of everything. There is so much pressure on people, so much pressure on everyone, financial pressure to be good financially, to be good at everything, to succeed in life, and by succeed people mostly think financially, to be the best in everything you do and to have it all together, to have a wonderful career, family and everything. It's a lot of pressure nowadays. I think what really is success doesn't only come down to finances. I know it might be easy to say for someone who has money and that, oh, money is not everything. Of course it's very important and it's a valid factor and part of our life. But in my mind, I always was thinking that not even if I was not thinking that, the life proved me that, and the life taught me that this is all connected together. It's like puzzles, and it all comes in a full circle, and it all comes from our approach, our attitude, and the way we work on ourselves. And when I analyze every single case of those people who I was thinking of their problems recently, I see one common thing, that they all also come from the fact that those people are fearing failure. And that is such a strong, power. Fear of failure is such a strong power that paralyzes people from doing a lot in life, whether it's career-wise, whether it's changes in your life, whether it's relationship-wise. It's a very, very strong power that can ruin you. And I was trying to get to the root of those problems, thinking of all those people, trying to help them separately and all together. And I came out with the conclusion that the only way to fix that, there's no quick fix, there is no something that you can change like that, and changing a job or finding a man or I don't know, whatever that is that bothers you will not solve all your problems together at once. Everything will only work and help when you start working on yourself. I know it might sound cliche and you think like, what does it even mean? But I believe that, like, as Benjamin Franklin, who is thought to be a father of management, he used to say, a failure to plan is a plan to fail. And that applies to everything in life. Your general appearance and health, your work, your career, your personal and private life, your relationship, your everything, your relationships with people, with your partner, with your family, with your friends. Therefore, I think that only working on ourselves, planning our days, planning our goals, planning what we can do to reach those goals, not only sitting on our asses and whining about certain situations or where am I now or where I wish to be. You have to prepare a plan of an action. You have to set your goals and think what will take you to achieve them. And that's a very long and tedious process of working on yourself. And sometimes it requires you to spend lots of time and effort and energy and years even to rearrange things in your head to allow you to think in a certain way, which will allow you to build yourself up, to better yourself to the point that slowly, step by step, you will be able to build everything in your life. Career, relationship, because you're mature enough, because you're ready for relationship with people, because you are a good friend, a good listener, not only taker but also giver, relationships with your family. And I believe, as I said many times on this channel, that success is not only financial, because I believe that the root and the core of success is what you feel within and how your relationships are, because that is what gives you energy, power, supply to thrive. If you are a happy person, if you have your personal life together, then you can reach for the stars and you can build your career and you can do so much more as a person. But that's only when you are all together as a person. When you are broken, there's not so much you can do, and that will reflect in your career and everything. So that brings me to the conclusion that what stops people from so many things is a fear of failure. But when you work on yourself, when you try to better yourself and you improve yourself and you invest in your emotional and mental development, then you will see that it also boosts your self-esteem. It boosts how you think of yourself, how you present yourself, how you carry yourself, how you talk to people, and that will slowly result in improving all of those aspects of your life, including career, because you believe in yourself, you have good self-esteem, so you're not afraid of failure. You do not afraid of what people will say if you fail. You do not live your life for others' people's approval. You do not seek reassurance. You just do what you think is good and right for you at that time. If you fail, so what? You failed. You're going somewhere else. That's it. That's how lives work. It's not the end of the world. It's not the end of, oh my God, what will people think? What will people say if I will fail? You will always be judged. You have to build your self-esteem to the point that you don't care to be judged. Because first of all, you have to think, who are those who judges you? And never take criticism or judgment, especially if it's negative, from people who are not in life where you would like to be. Okay guys, I hope that made sense, what I'm saying. It's a lot of thoughts that I just got out of me at once. It was not scheduled, it was not planned. I just wanted to quickly share that with you. And if it will help someone, anyone, at least even one person, I'm happy. I would be content, because I would be happy if someone would tell me this type of things 10 years ago, you know. So I know that lots of my audience is much younger than me, and I hope that it will help at least one person. So enough of that. If you haven't subscribed, you might consider doing so. And I'll see you in my next one. Right now I have to go because in 10 minutes my mom will come to pick me up. We are going to the theater. So I hope you enjoyed that. It's a very different topic from the rest of my channel, but yeah, as I said, life is consisted of so many things.